playing Bayside. I'm gonna walk you through my rig. So I'm playing this sweet ElectraDyne, this Mesa ElectraDyne, which I highly recommend. It's really, really bitchin'. I mean, I started out with a triple rectifier years ago, and I wanted to get more clarity kind of as time went, so without losing like the balls that like kind of a rectifier is known for. And this is I feel like Mesa really nailed it with this thing. It's exactly what I feel like a lot of people are looking for, is like the balls of the recto balls, but like the clarity that kind of you lose in that. This is my Stiletto Ace combo, which I was using as my main amp for a while, but it's my backup these days.
Tell me about the Gil story in the studio, like how he discovered the ElectraDyne.
So we did the record with our last record with Gil Norton, and who is like world renowned, one of the best living rock producers there are. And we had all these amps. We recorded in this big studio, this big barn with like tons and tons and tons of amps, and we spent a couple of days going through amps and looking for the right rhythm guitar tone. And I had this, which I brought up, which I own, and we plugged it in and was like, oh, that's it, that's the amp. And then we looked for like a double, a second tone to double all the rhythms with, and then we started going through amps again, and then we landed on this again, and all I did was switch guitars and double. So we used this for all the rhythm tracks on the entire record, and Gil fell in love with it so much that he asked me for our Mesa contact, and I'm pretty sure he wound up calling and getting one for himself, and it's probably going to be on a lot of records coming up, Foo Fighters and whatever else that Gil's doing, Pixies, I know, stuff like that. So I usually keep a noise suppressor up here, but I don't really love using. I keep it as kind of a backup for like noisy electric in rooms. So we'll plug it in. Usually, in our guitar tech, will figure out if it's necessary or not. If the electric is quiet, I'm not getting a hum, I won't even put it in line, because I kind of want to be able to get feedback when I want it. So this goes out to my, how does it go? So my wireless would go into these guys. These come out and run through all these wires over here. To my pedal board, which is like very, very simple. I'm not the effects guy in the band. I just use a volume pedal, and I put I don't know how much change is down there, but I know it's a water bottle cap and a certain amount of change, so that when I go down, it just gives me like the right dirty clean. And we spent a little while like figuring out exactly how much change to put there, so it stopped in the exact right spot for my dirty clean. Tuner, and this is my Rapco DI for my acoustic. And these come back out and they run back through my loom, back into the ElectraDyne. Come out of my sweet custom printed Mesa slanted recto cap. Our bass tone is very, very bassy. It's a very subby kind of bass tone. So I keep this. I let my tone kind of live in like an upper mid kind of range, so it complements, you know. And then Jack's fits. I mean, I feel that's something that so many bands forget, is everything should complement each other, rather than you could sit there all day and everybody on their own can work on a tone and it could be awesome, but together, you know what I mean? Kind of the same mentality when you record. Like it may not like be the prettiest tone when it's sitting on its own, but in the mix, that's all that really matters. Clarity when you're just strumming but then when you can chug too, you know, and usually it's hard to like, it's hard to get both of those. Hard to get a good chugging tone and a clear strumming. That's it. That's what you're bitching.